Welcome back, guys. So I'll be able to design the brand guideline. The reason why I did that is because it will take a lot of time to do all this, and we are not really here to do design. What we are here for is social media marketing and management, but you need some design skill. That's why I'm showing you some of the skill, and this is what I concluded with. So some of the ways I achieved this, I'll just explain it to you, and you can go up to finish something like this. So this is what the brand guideline looks like at the very end. So I'm done with it, and it looks great so far. So this is what it looks like at the moment. I have the logo elements, I have the logo concepts, I have the logo application, I have the official logo, I have the official logo plus tagline, I have the e-signal, I have the logo variation, and I have the variations with taglines. I have the colors where we talk about the color of the project. I have the color palette. I have the color palette right here and the color usage right here. So there are two different things. I have the color shades right here, and you could see them. They are looking great. So I have the fonts, which is the typography. I have the typography right here. So this is detailed for the typography, and here we have the imagery for the brand. So it explains what the brand is really about. And here I have the mockups, and in the mockup you see the beauty of the design. So I'll just show you how some of these things were achieved. So let me show you a sample mockup. Then I'll go ahead to download this. I'll show you a sample mockup, and all this is just me adding frames and all that, and all these are just normal text we've done. So I want you to work on a brand guideline. If you would love to share them with me, share them with me. Let me know what you've designed, and let's see how I could bring in input to whatever you design. So this will just be the final touch, and I'll just show you how to convert this back to a Word document. So yeah, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to just click on add new page, and right here in the elements, I want you to come to the design right here. Just come into the design, and this is a new page. This is a new slide from the document we are designing for the brand guideline. So I'll come to elements. If I were to use a mockup, I'll just ask for mockups. I'll just say mockups, and I'll search for mockups in the elements. Then I'll see different mockups right here. All I have to do is to choose one. So you could see mockups right here. All I have to do is to say see all. When I try seeing all I have to do is to choose one of these, then make it my mockup. I could mock anything on it. So let's do something like this. Then bring something like this in, and you see this right there, and all I have to do is just to make it bigger, and I'm going to just bring in a logo into it. So this is a shirt, as you could see. So I'm going to just bring in, so I could just do something like this from the mockup, and let me add another page, which should be the 25th mockup. So let's do another thing. Let's add another mockup. And what will I be adding this time around? So let me look for something to add this time around. So we have things like this, and we can still go on and on to try to add something else as a mockup. So let's keep going, and I'm going to see something to use where I'm going to add a mockup again. So I'm going to do something like this, and yeah, so we are good to go. So you could see something like this would actually work. So I could just bring this in to this place. I could just bring this in, so you could see it's in already, and all I have to do is to expand this. So I'm going to expand this right now, and here it is. So it has the bag here, so you could just reduce it a bit, and it will be fitting in that way. So what I want to do now is to look for something else that I can use that will make more sense. So look at this bag. Yes, so something like this will be used. Of course, we may have something like this. So let me just create something. Let me create the mockup of this, and I'm going to have something like this here. So I'm going to come right here, 24 and 25. So right now I'm going to come to my upload to bring in some of the images I've designed. All I did was from the designed logo and everything, I brought this in to my upload, and all I have to do is start pasting them. So I could just do something like this. All I have to do is drag and drop. I'll just drag from here, I'll drag from here, and I'll drag it towards this so that we can have that. So I'll just drag that towards there, and I'm going to have that right there, and this as well. So the same thing goes for this. So this comes this way, so I'm going to just drag this in. So this is what I would do, I'm just going to select this, then I'm going to drag in. That's all I have to do. Same here. All I have to do is to click on this, and all I have to do is to drag it in. So I'm going to just come this way. I'm going to do this, of course. I'm going to do that, and all I have to do now is to drag this in. So that is it right there. So you could click on it just to create the right effect around it. So that's how to create a mockup, as you could see. So you could just choose to make it make more sense so that people will see what this is all about. So let's do a smart crop, and let's see what that will bring. Let's see what that would yield here, and you could see that. So this is a markup right here. That's how I created those markup. All I did was to look for a markup that suits the brand. Then I created it with that. So I'm going to bring in this just to replace the shirt. I'm going to just bring in this, and all I have to do is to drag and drop it, and it's going to enter into this, and that makes up the shirt. So that is as easy as that. That's how to create a mockup. So that's how I achieved those mockups, and these other things were just tests from the template we were using, and you can just go about it. It's a very easy way, and that will be the final touch. But before we go, so since I'm done with the brand guideline, what I want to do now is to get a copy of this, and from the copy I'll get, I'm going to create a new brand guideline. So coming back to what I was prompting on ChatGPT, I'll come to my Google Documents, and I'm going to say work on the document. So I'm going to download this. All I have to do is to share, and I've given it a name, brand guideline, and I'll say download. So I'll download the form of a PDF, be it PDF print or PDF standard, and you could download it in form of a PowerPoint as well. It depends on what you want. So I could choose to download it in form of a PowerPoint if I want to. So I could just download it in form of a PowerPoint. I could download it in form of a PDF, depending on what I want. There are varieties. You could download it in JPEG. It depends on what you want to use it for, like I said. So we can download this variation. So that is the PowerPoint, and I'm going to download it in PDF as well. I'm going to download it in PDF. So you don't have to design yourself, but I will encourage you to learn a little bit of design. And designs are easy to learn now. There are modern graphic designs which you could achieve with AI and some tools like Canva. And that's what I just did right now. So I just used Canva and AI to create this, and generative AI to create this. So here we have the presentation I just created. So here's the presentation, and here's the major document. As you can see from the presentation, you could see you could actually choose to edit, you could enable edit, and everything looks good from the presentation. It's not looking bad at all. So everything looks perfect to me. As you could see, everything looks perfect. It's not looking out of ordinary, it's looking good enough. And here we are. So we have a good presentation for this right there. So that will be our brand guideline, and this is the PDF right here. So what I want to do now is I want to make sure this enters the document we're creating, the brand guideline document we're creating on Google Doc. So I'm going to just say, okay, so I'm going to just take it out of trash. I tried deleting it earlier on. So what I want to do now is I would say we work. So I'll just upload the PDF right now. I'll say we work extract details for a brand guideline document. Yeah. So we're going to extract details for this, and it's going to be what we are going to use right here in the Google Docs. So let's wait for this to get uploaded on ChatGPT. Then we're going to send this prompt out. So right now we have this, and all I have to do is to send that in. So I sent in my prompt, and I'm waiting for that to get done. So we have a Amazon brand guideline where details are extracted from the main brand guideline I designed. So it's as clean as that. So I would say everything is okay. Yes. So all I have to do is to copy this. All I have to do is to copy all this, and I would say okay, work on the brand guideline with more with more. Okay, I think this will be okay with more details. Okay, let's see what it brings for us with more details, and we're going to use that for this. So we're going to use that for this, as you could see. So we have the Amazon brand, and everything comes this way, as you could see. And all I have to do is just to copy this out. I'm going to copy everything that comes with this. Then we have all the text in a document, and that will be a good way to go. So we have all this, and it looks great to me. So I'm going to just copy all this. Yeah, perfect. So yes, I've created which, yeah. So yes, let me just copy all this. I'm going to copy all this from here to the very beginning. I'm going to copy this, then I'm going to come to this. I'm going to control A this, then take it back. I'm going to remove the bolded text, then I'm going to paste what I just copied. I'm going to paste it right here, and there we have it. So this is the do's and don'ts. All I have to do is just format it a little bit just to look good. And we have a brand guideline right here. So we have the document which has made everything standardized, so you don't have to share the full graphical knowledge of the brand guideline. You could actually just leave it this way, and yes, we are good to go. So that's how to create a brand guideline, and you can choose to download this as a document. You can choose to share it with whoever you want to share it to, instead of giving the design the whole brand guideline design. So that way we'll be able to create a brand guideline. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.